All right, let's jump right in. Today we're going to break down something really important in the world of AI, the difference between an AI that creates stuff and an AI that does stuff. We're going to look at two key ideas, generative AI and agentic AI, because honestly, understanding them is key to seeing where all this is headed. So you've probably seen AI do some amazing creative things, right? It can write a poem on the spot, it can design a logo, it can even write code. But what about actually doing a complicated, real-world task? Like planning and booking your entire vacation, from finding the flights to even checking the weather forecast? Yeah, that's a whole different ballgame. And that's the key.
So first up, let's talk about the AI we're all pretty familiar with by now, the creator. This is the world of generative AI. Think of it as the artist, the writer, the creative force of the digital universe. Okay, so what exactly is generative AI? Well, at its heart, its whole purpose is to make something that didn't exist before. It's designed to generate brand new, totally original content. But what does that really look like?
Well, the one you've probably played with the most is text. When you ask something like ChatGPT a question, it's not just Googling an answer for you. No, it's generating a completely unique response from scratch just for you in that moment. And it definitely doesn't stop there. The same idea works for images. You can give a generative tool a simple sentence, a prompt, and boom, it creates a picture that has never existed before. And believe it or not, this tech is now pushing into video, generating entire scenes from just a few words. Its creative power is just huge.
So here's a simple rule of thumb. Anytime an AI is making new content for you, whether it's text, an image, or a video, that's generative AI. It is, pretty simply, the creator. Okay, now let's completely shift gears. If generative AI is the creator, then we need to talk about agentic AI. This is the doer. And it's a totally different kind of intelligence, one that's all about taking action.
See, an agentic AI, or what people are calling an AI agent, isn't there to just make something for you. Its job is to actually accomplish a goal. You give it a complex mission, and it figures out the steps it needs to take to get it done.
Okay, let's circle back to that vacation idea. Imagine telling an AI, I want to book a flight from New York to London sometime in May, but I only want to go on 4 consecutive days when the weather is sunny. That's not a simple request, is it?
So how would an AI agent even begin to tackle this? This is where its power really shines. It doesn't just do one thing. It actually performs multi-step reasoning. It takes that big goal and breaks it down. First, it thinks, okay, I need to find sunny days in May, so it connects to an outside tool, like a weather API. Then, once it finds that perfect 4-day sunny window, it uses another tool, a flights API, to find available seats. And only after all that does it take the final step. It executes and books the ticket for you. So now we've got our two main players, the creator and the doer. Let's put them side by side just to make the core difference totally crystal clear. So here it is, the breakdown in its simplest form. On one side, you've got the creator, generative AI, whose entire job is to generate new things. And on the other, you've got the doer, agentic AI, whose job is to perform actions. One makes stuff, the other gets stuff done. Pretty simple distinction, right?
Well, here's where things get really interesting. Because even though we call one a creator and one a doer, these two things aren't really separate at all. In fact, there's a deep, hidden connection between them.
Yeah, they are way more connected than you probably think. One of them is basically the secret engine that's powering the other.
So just think about it for a second. That AI agent booking your flight, what's doing the thinking? What's at the very core of it that lets it break down a big goal into a logical plan?
And the answer, it's kind of surprising. At the very heart of the doer, the agentic system, is a reasoning engine. And guess what that engine is? It's a large language model, an LLM, which is a type of generative AI. That's the secret. The doer is actually powered by the creator. It uses a creative AI to do all of its logical thinking and planning.
And that changes everything. It means generative AI isn't just for writing poems and making cool pictures. It's actually the foundational technology that we use to build agents that can take action in the world. The creator is the essential building block for the doer.
Okay, so why is this so important? Why does this connection matter so much? Because understanding this relationship, it really shows us where the future of all this technology is going.
So let's just boil it down to the 3 key takeaways. Number 1, generative AI is the creator. Number 2, agentic AI is the doer. And number 3, and this is the most important one, the doer is powered by the creator. That relationship, that synergy, that is the key to everything that's coming next.
And that really brings us to a final thought. We're moving from a world where we ask AI to make things for us to a world where we can ask AI to do things for us. A world where we can hand off complex goals to these autonomous agents. So the real question for our future isn't just about what AI can do, it's about what we can achieve with it. If your AI becomes the agent that handles all the tasks, what will you be the CEO of?